Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you here from Clarence D. Eastfield for the home opener for the Lady Dukes as they face the Niles North Vikings in what will be both these teams' first games of the season. The Dukes coming in looking hot. Niles North, not much of a scouting report for me, Griffin. I doubt the same, but tell us a bit about these Lady Dukes.
These Lady Dukes, they come in as heavy favorites into this game and into this season. They're looking to continue their hot streak that they had going to close out last season's year. Overall, the offense retained a lot of its star power with strikers Maggie Quinn, Jordan Ebner, and Kate Carter all returning, but in today's game, we will not see Kate Carter due to a knee injury. She was out all of basketball season as well, so hopefully we could see her back on the pitch soon. And special for tonight's game, Elise Stanley will be the goalie. She typically does not play the position, but the Lady Dukes starting goalie is absent from tonight's game, so Stanley gets the nod.
Yeah, correction on that Carter injury. It is her back injury. It is unclear if she will be able to make a return for the season, but it would definitely be a big addition. This Lady Dukes team last year made it all the way to the Elite Eight. That is the super sectional title for soccer in Class 3A, and just came up short in PKs to Lane Tech, but they are back with a lot of returners. The only thing they graduated was their goalie, and they are already looking to recover. Elsie Stanley, like you said, in the goal today, but a good freshman goalie on the way up. Ball starts with Niles North. And that one is not able to be handled there by Kiani Martinez. Goes out. It is York ball already in the corner just for a throw-in, but already in some nice scoring position.
As you mentioned, already a good scoring opportunity here. I would not expect it to be a short wait for the Dukes to get their first goal of the season already, as they've been threatening ever since the opening faceoff of this game.
Here they go inside the 25. That's Andriana Supos trying to control. Finds Ebner outright. Ball jostled around. Stays with the Dukes. Supos high over Niles North defender. O'Brien tries to save that one into net. No good. Dukes trying to recover now at midfield. That was number 25 on our screen, Kieran Piot, excuse me. Here comes Niles North on the attack. Vorel gets ahead of that ball. Maylander back from an ACL tear. She was not able to play at all last season, but she is back for the Dukes. That is a big pickup. Has not played since her sophomore year, but is committed to Bowling Green for soccer. Strong program. Throw in here for Niles North. No team specifically on a high attack right here.
One thing I think the Dukes really excel at is their defensive back line is incredible at clearing the ball from their own end. As you saw there, Veronica Chana got that through pass up to Schaefer. Out of bounds there, going to stay with Niles North. But overall, I think one reason the offense is so pungent for the Dukes is the fact that the defensive line can hold their own, allowing the midfielders to go upfield and go on the attack.
Quinn tries coming down with that ball. It's given right back to Niles North. That ball is going to be chased down by Maylander. She's just going to let it go out. It's going to be a throw-in for her on their side of the field. Ball into Supos. She falls over, looking for a whistle. Nothing answered. That ball aired out. Worrell gets it up ahead, accelerates herself. Niles North on the takeaway. Supos the recover. One more to North. Maylander intercepting this one at midfield. At the 30. Kicks it out left. That's Schaefer. Looking for someone to cross. She tries shooting herself. And it is no good. First save on the record here for Niles North's goalie. That is Ashley Mancera.
You mentioned it earlier. Maylander's first game back after a year hiatus after an ACL tear, and she already looks back in midseason form here. She looks more than comfortable out there for the Lady Dukes.
You know, there was supposed to be a game here Monday, Griffin. The Niles North Vikings are here, but the Amundsen Vikings were supposed to be here Monday. That game unfortunately canceled because of the cold conditions and the snow on the ground. Just couldn't get the field cleared up. Disappointing, so both these teams are going to have to find a makeup later in the season to meet the threshold, I believe. Not completely sure about that. I think there's a range, a domain. Ebner taking this one away, giving it up ahead. Voirel behind to Supos, who gives this one up ahead now to Schaefer, again on the left. Now behind to O'Brien. One more. Schaefer back out. O'Brien again. Going to her left. Schaefer high kick. Supos off her head. Taken away by North. Niles North still jostling around with it. On their side, trying to take it away. O'Brien swipes in. Quinn gets it at the 40. Giving it up ahead now. Here come the Dukes on a break. They have numbers. And that cross there from Piat is just too far outright for Ebner.
You know, there's a lot of age range within the starting lineup for the Dukes. Pia, only a sophomore, trying to push the ball upfield to the senior in Jordan Ebner. So definitely a lot of growing pains to work out as there is all sorts of grade levels on the pitch.
Yeah, and I mean, this is a very experienced Dukes team. Maggie Quinn and Andriana Supos, 4-year varsity starters. Ebner, a 3-year varsity starter. So that's your leadership right there, all three of them captains. Really have that experience that you need to possess to be a successful team. And it was a young team last year, only 2 seniors on that varsity roster. So that means a reloaded team as that shot is just off the mark there. Off left for Maylander. Close one from deep range. Now it will be a corner kick for the Dukes. Supos in the box for York. Ebner on the kick. Ebner fires. And that one is just a bit too high off the mark.
The defender, Veronica Chana, got in there, almost tried to go for the header goal. Just barely over her head.
Tough look.
Got to start doing those plyometrics.
Here's Niles North taking it the other way. Schaefer trying to defend that ball for York. Punted high in the air. Out of bounds. Staying with the Vikings. Schaefer giving this one up ahead. Vorel turns that one over. Recovers herself. Lands in a split. Gets right back up. Ebner gets it. Shot on goal. High off right.
Ebner needs a little bit more bend to that shot. Get around the ball on the outside. Put a little inside curve onto it in order to square that one up with the net.
Just over 8 minutes into this game. A lot more shot attempts here for the Dukes. Schaefer not able to control that one. Looked a bit awkward there off the left turn. Now Maylander handling, trying to get around. That one goes out, and they will say it was last off North. Here's a quick throw-in. Given to Vorel. Now Supos handles. Shot gets a bit stunted. That one lands short left. Now Schaefer. Viking gets right in front of her there and takes it the other way. O'Brien stopping her, goes off the body of Maylander. York with just this continued aggression here. Emner tries giving the up ahead to Quinn just a bit too fast. Ball kicked out again by North.
The Duke's time on attack has severely outweighed Niles North, yet the difference is much closer to shot attempts and specifically shots on goal. Niles North can't seem to clear it, but they're doing a good job in preventing the Dukes from having good scoring opportunities here early in this game.
Supos, long shot just off left there, but that definitely did have the distance and the velocity. Got to think about the direction and magnitude you fire with.
We previewed it before the game started, but interim/emergency goalie Elise Stanley having a great time back there as Niles North has rarely been on attack.
Just chilling. I mean, the only thing I'd be worried about if I'm her is I'm just trying to stay warm. Seriously, you're just out there in shorts, not getting much cardio. There she is, kicking her legs back and forth, just keeping everything fresh. But, yeah, it's a grand time back there. Just want some action from Niles North if you're her.
I don't know if you do.
As
the emergency goalie, yeah. I don't know if you do.
Yeah. Now, meanwhile, for the Niles North goalie, you got to stay on heightened watch here. Some March Madness scores for you, my friends. It is 34-29. Michigan only up 5 on 16-seed Howard. That is interesting. St. Mary's down 2 right now, 15-13 against Texas A&M. 27-21 the score. Texas up on BYU. I heard a lot of chatter by people saying that if Texas won their first 4 game, they would have a chance against BYU.
I think the main reason for that is BYU plays very fast. Well, Texas likes to control the pace more, and typically in those matchups, you see the team that plays slower and more controlled come out on top.
It is 39-28 as well, North Carolina versus VCU at the half. A lot of people had VCU as an upset team. They trail by 11, but there's still an entire half. Griffin, I just got to say it. That Wisconsin High Point game, we watched that in eighth period today. That was nothing short of electricity.
It was, I will say, that was one of the most fun 8th period class I've ever had.
We have a lot of fun in there, trust me. Trust me, folks. Here's Niles North on their first potential attack. Taken away by Supos, though. Now up ahead to O'Brien, getting across midfield. Schaefer off left. Trying to find someone to cross with again. Finds Voirel behind. Supos. Oh. Just a bit too high.
One thing I've noticed already that I've liked about this team is last year, and specifically in the playoffs, the Lady Dukes had a problem of getting the ball out of midfield and onto the attack. Meanwhile, here, we're not really seeing that come up as a major issue. Yes, the Dukes did come in as the favored team, but already I'm seeing better ball movement around midfield.
Schaefer, high arcing shot is right around the same spot that Supos's was. 26 and a half minutes left here in the first half. Still a scoreless match. Schaefer gets that one knocked from behind. Ooh, one thing of note, I just noticed this. Maylander wearing 18, Quinn wearing 8. Quinn wore 8 her sophomore year. Oh, shot is just right. Quinn wore 8 her sophomore year, and then for some reason switched to 18, which was one of the most heavily criticized sports moves in recent history. And now she's back to 8, Maylander back to 18. Interesting.
I heard Fanatics was livid with the amount of jersey numbers changes.
I know. Here's a shot. It is just off right for Voirel. Yeah, I mean...
Did anyone wear 18 last year? So, wait.
No, Quinn wore 18 last year.
Did anyone wear 8 last year?
I don't think so. I think what the issue was, they ordered the jerseys, and they just legit forgot to get 8. So Quinn had to sit it out and wear 18 the entire season. Still had a fantastic season in that number, though, so everything worked out fine. But, you know, you got to get your mojo going with your number. Here's Elena Honkin checking in here for York. Jordan Emner on the corner kick on the high side of your screen. It is up. Supos, is that in? They're going to say it's in. Adriana Supos starting things off here for the Lady Dukes. First one of the season. And a 1-0 game. The 4-year varsity starter starting off hot. Adriana. Yeah. 21. Sorry, that was lame. That was really lame. We were just having a slight discussion on if that was actually Adriana, and I confirmed. Ball at midfield now. Niles North in control, going back to about the 20. Emner gets her foot on that one. Now to Supos again. Spinning free, gives it back to Emner. Now off right. Nice breakaway here for the Dukes. It's going to be kicked out of bounds. Good save there. Heads up move. But it will stay with York. It's going to be a throw-in from right around the corner. You know, one thing I will say, Elsie Stanley in at goalie today, she was the legend of throw-ins. The legend of throw-ins.
Piat getting the nod in her absence.
Also Kehoe. Also Ellie Kehoe. She recently announced her retirement from the sport, but she was also a big-time player when it came to throw-ins.
I was wondering where she was. So now just down to volleyball and basketball, but obviously a graduating senior, so...
Yeah, not completely sure if she's redshirting or not. Maylander shot right there, but just defended last second. Goalie had a bit of trouble controlling it. Thought it was going to find a seep, but it did not.
Beautiful first touch there from Veronica Chana. Killing it immediately, yet Niles North on the breakaway following that.
Here's a good save there from Piat wrapping around. Ball goes out on York's side.
No, overall, the refs haven't been quick to blow their whistle. We saw them get involved on the goal call and then here, but otherwise, it's been a rather clean game from both sides.
Here's Quinn, gets it up ahead. Showing off some footwork, her shot, no good.
This Duke's offense taking a lot of shots from outside of the box, just somewhat wide on both sides of the net. I'd like to see him bring the ball a little bit closer on the attack and really just hammer home the accuracy.
Here's Schaefer. Gets that one intercepted. Maylander gets her right foot on that. Supos wrapping around, now to Quinn. Sorry, folks. Ball up ahead. Ebner's shot stunted. Ooh. Nice come around right there. Taken by the Dukes. Ball at midfield.
This Dukes back defensive line playing pretty high, I feel. Not giving interim goalie Stanley much room to work with. If Niles is able to break free, they're looking at a one-on-one against the keeper.
I'm going to say that one is out of bounds. Schaefer last one to touch it, so it is the Vikings' ball. High passes in. Maylander coming around for it. Niles North on the pickup, though. But taken right back. O'Brien trying to get this one across midfield, taken away again. Skirmish at midfield. The story of soccer. Here comes York. Honkin on the push. Backs out a bit. Short pass up ahead to Quinn. The connection to Supos. Niles North defender gets her foot on that one. Oof. Oof. Right off the dome of O'Brien. Out of bounds.
O'Brien showing off the iron chin there, just taking it right off the face and playing through it.
Again, I'm thinking back to last season. Someone took like 1 trillion shots to the face. I think it was Messakar. Messakar out with a torn ACL this season, but she seriously took so many shots to the face with the ball. That is Charlotte Fitzer checked in now for the Dukes. That's number 17 on your screen.
Fitzer, just a really spark plug player off the bench. Brings in a lot of grit, resilience. Just a real lunch pail kind of player.
You know, not only in soccer, but also in basketball, a big force off the bench for the Flint Tropics as that ball is going to be tracked out.
For those not familiar, Flint Tropics was the YSN-affiliated Y-ball team.
The champs! The champs!
MVP player Luca DeSanto reportedly was shooting 100% from three-point, like, for majority of the season.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's Ebner on the corner kick. Oh. That is Briley O'Brien now checked in. 20 Avery O'Brien, 4 Briley O'Brien. Avery the sophomore, Briley the junior. I was just asked if they are siblings. They are indeed siblings. Yes, they are, Lily. Yes, they are. Fitzer, long shot on goal, is going to be tracked down.
Goalie almost bobbled that one back into the net.
They are both on the field right now. Honkin gets open. Now to Avery O'Brien. Pass over to Piot. She can't track it down. She saves it from going out, though. Fitzer gets the save from Quinn. Jump ahead here. Ball rolling away and out. Vikings ball. Now 16 minutes left here in the first half.
One pattern I'm noticing is a lot of the Dukes players are rocking the long sleeve undershirts.
I mean, it's not completely spring weather out here yet. I did step outside today after class ended, after 8th period ended, and I said, why are you acting so shocked me saying I went outside? I touched grass. And I said, you know what it smells like? It smells like a 16 seed over a 1 seed. That is what this weather was reminding me of.
LIU,
Duke,
baby. Fins
up! Everyone just did it in the booth. That was awesome. We're going to do that at the end of the stream, everyone, okay? Sienna not quite able to get the job done against Duke today. That game was close, though.
That was a good game.
That was a great game. But LIU is going to finish the job tomorrow. Ooh, turnaround shot from Honk. It is just off the top right of the goal.
We got a whistle blown here. We're going to go to rules analyst Alex Paget for a deeper dive into this call.
Let's discuss this, please.
What's up, guys? So it's my job, I guess. So I think we get a handball here, and just going to be a kick going the other way for Niles North. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was quite insightful.
Alex Paget, resident YSN soccer insider, bringing you the latest.
You know one thing? I mean, obviously I'm not redshirting, unfortunately, for football season next year. One thing you need to find, Griffin, is a spotter. You need to find someone who just sits in between you and your color guy. Because I made so many errors during football season of who made what tackle. You got to have someone there with binoculars. They do it at the York games, like over, maybe you get one of their walkie-talkies, because Mr. Dykes is on the other side of the sideline with his walkie-talkie, and he will say who tackled who. We'll get someone to figure that out.
I trust my vision.
Do you eat your carrots?
Oh,
he was about to lie!
I'm more of a green bean kind of guy.
Okay. I'm sure you are. There's Honking getting this one turned over by Niles North.
Are you more of a fruits or veggies kind of guy?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Probably fruits. Just sweeter. I know veggies are technically more healthy, but you know, there is a sweetness that I crave. My favorite fruit, Hunter, thank you for that question. I don't like...
Bananas are my favorite, personally. I do not like the diss on the bananas.
Blueberries. And here's Ebner. Ooh, the reverse.
What type of blueberry?
Is there a different...
Well, there's like acai, and then there's like the other types of blueberry.
Really big ones. I like those really big ones, like the ones that are like the size of a quarter.
Yeah.
Yes, I love. Yes, jumbo blueberries are so much better than those ones that are just like squished.
There's been an awful lot of... Well, I'm blanking on the term.
Kicks. It's soccer.
Yeah, well, when the goalkeeper it's not a corner kick. It's when they put it on the box. Yes, when it goes out of bounds and the keeper kicks it in. When it goes out of bounds on the baseline. Yeah. I know it's not called a baseline. I know basketball. No, it's like goal kick. Thank you. Of course. Thank you. That was YSN resident soccer insider Alex Padgett, and we need him deeply because we don't know what a goal kick is.
It's been a long winter, folks.
Basketball season went longer than expected. I did not get adequate time to prepare.
We have some substitutions here.
Three.
So Honkin, O'Brien, and Piat will check out. Supos is in as well as Vorel. I'm not sure who the other... Oh, that's Madeline Zhao also subbing in.
Unlike professional soccer in the high school level, you can be subbed in and out.
Yes, you can.
It is not a permanent substitution.
Oh, off the head there, fits her. She gets it back. Turned over. Saved by the Dukes, though. Maylander able to keep that one in bounds. Now to Supos. Quinn calls for the up ahead. Instead, it's off to Ebner. Off to the races for that one. Fighting one-on-one, staying with York.
I really feel like I announcer jinxed it. I said the refs weren't blowing the whistle that much, and now it just feels like every other play we're getting a free kick.
You know what? We need a flop. We haven't seen a flop this entire game from either team.
Supos kind of, she didn't flop, but she tried to sell a call.
She was looking for a whistle. Ooh, Ebner deflects that one. It's up in the air now. Going to be tracked down by Niles North. But Briley O'Brien on the steal. Gives it up ahead. Ooh, taken away again.
Neither team able to get much momentum. Yes, it is in. The Dukes are technically on the attack, but it felt the same as them just passing it back and forth between the two teams at midfield there.
Ball given in. Maylander has some free space. Reverses. Gives it up ahead. But Niles North takes it away in the box. Here they go, trying to get across midfield. Supos there to stop. Oh, right pass, though. Oh, there's a collision.
22 walking gingerly away from that one, favoring her right foot.
Oh, Briley O'Brien trying to get free now. Oh, drops her defender. Using some of her basketball skills there. Love it. Supos gets her leg on that one. Now Maylander back over to Briley O'Brien. Taken away by Niles North. Fitzer trying to put a stop to it. Given behind. Punt away. Supos. Battle at midfield. Supos on the push. Controlling her pace. Tries giving that one right side to Ebner. Niles North defender gets in front of it. Here's another breakaway. Quinn. Finds an opening. Off to the races. Quinn escapes another line. Now inside. Voirel just gets slowed down there. She goes to the floor.
I've mentioned it earlier, and I'll say it again. The Dukes have dominated time on attack, yet the difference in shot attempts, yes, the Dukes lead that as well. But if you looked at the difference in time on attack, you would think the Dukes had way more shot attempts than they do.
You would.
Especially shot attempts inside the box, because majority of them have came from outside of it. The only few shots that have been inside resulted in the goal, or the lone goal of this game.
Some more score updates for you. Texas still has the lead over BYU. It's 39-32 right now with a minute 56 left in the first half. North Carolina up 61-47 with 11 minutes left. That's a pretty steady lead for them. They're showing a highlight reel of this Texas A&M St. Mary's game. Not completely sure. It's 50-46, and there is a goal for the Dukes. Another one.
We finally see their time on attack pay off there. Right on line. Buries that one.
I'm getting reports that was Izzy Voirel. Izzy Voirel on the goal. Oh, Supos getting her leg around that one. Battle at the eye of the Duke. Or the top hat, if anything. Here's Fitzer going up ahead. O'Brien has to go sprinting down for this one. Saves it from going out. Here she is on the bottom of your screen. Now Maylander. That ball has some nice curve on it. It's in the box. Quinn is not there in time. Saved by the goalie. O'Brien. Ooh! Saves her fall.
Dukes playing from the inside out right now, maintaining majority of their possessions outside on the perimeter near the out-of-bounds line. Only threatening in the middle once trying to get a shot attempt off. Just barely over 5.5 minutes left to play here. I would not be surprised if we see another Duke's goal to close out the half.
I wouldn't either. Now, the Ebner score prediction for this game was 5-0. I don't know how much truth that is going to hold ultimately, but they are semi on pace to do it. 2-0 with 5 minutes left in the first half.
Based off how the offense is playing, they're not even letting Niles North clear it, so I do believe the LC Stanley shutout is still possible, if not going to happen.
Here goes Fitzer the other way. Shot. Well defended there. Knocked away. O'Brien on the second attempt. No good. Cleared out by North. Quinn. Spinning free. Oh, O'Brien spinning free now. Gives it to Quinn. Controls her step. Going left now. Saves it. Behind. Voirel. Back to another one behind Messicar. Ooh, off the head of a Viking. Punted up by Supos, and she says it is good for 3. That makes it a 5-0 game, Griffin.
You know, Supos is a senior, but maybe get her on the girls' flag football team for next year. Have her redshirt a year of eligibility.
Correction there, that was not Messicar. That was Schaefer there on the trailer.
Messicar out for the entirety of the season with a ACL tear, so hopefully you will not hear her name again, not because we don't want to see her out there, but because she is injured and cannot.
She needs to rest. Oh, Maylander, nice give out there to Voirel. Now to Schaefer. Going outright. Out of bounds. Messicar also plays defense, so that would just be completely wrong if we saw her playing right there.
I mean, we saw Veronica Chana in the box off a corner kick trying to get a header goal, so...
And LC Stanley still waiting patiently for her moment.
I'm rooting for Niles North to just get a shot on goal and have Stanley save it, just get her career percent to an 100%,
Right.
and retire as the greatest York goalie ever.
In the rafters. Here is a corner kick. Great opportunity here for the Dukes. It's in the box. Supos just off left. Definitely has taken the highest volume of shots on goal for the Dukes. Does have 1 goal on the night. Looking to expand on that, though.
I think the key difference in this game is Niles' inability to clear the ball out of their own end. Majority of the time we see them maintain possession up until around the 30 or 40-yard line where one of these Duke midfielders take it away, as we saw right there, taken away at the 40.
Quinn. Ooh. Schaefer. Now to Fitzer. Just misses on the cross. Quinn clearing it out from behind. Gives it out.
Fitzer going for the one-timer there. Still early in the season, so they definitely have plenty of time to work that out.
Go wider, dog. Sorry, folks. Power issues. We were experiencing some yesterday in here. But now Niles North on the attack. Yikes! She took a tumble. Slow to get up. Seems to be fine though.
You did say you wanted to see more flopping.
I know, but I don't want anyone to get hurt. Just to be clear.
She took a dive. That tackle would not result in her getting airborne otherwise.
Yeah.
Ref realigning the free kick block.
It'll be Sokolovsky to initiate. Ball given in. Oh, that is over the goal.
Is that a good field goal?
It didn't look like it.
I mean, I thought she bended it around the corner, around the post. Yeah. That's,
Sorry. I have to grammar police these kids over here.
yeah, that's on me.
And that brings us to halftime, friends. The score, 2-0 York. Looking to start out the season 1-0. Niles North looking to complete a comeback. We will see what happens after this break in the second half. Do not go anywhere. You are watching York Sports Network.
With second half action about to get underway, we'd like to turn it over to our rules analyst and insider for soccer, Alex Paget.
Yeah, so thanks, Griffin, for passing off. So I've been noticing just watching the game, you see Niles North, their defense is struggling right now. We could really tell. We just sort of have they can't get the ball out of their defensive third. So we see them clearing the ball, but their back line just can't step up with the ball, allowing the York midfield and strikers to just keep it in the attacking third for themselves. Of course, they are having their struggles with scoring. And we can see that they're taking a lot of shots, as you told me, outside the box, which the few times that they have gone inside the box, we've seen goals. So I think for York to score more goals to get to the 5 that we were talking about, I think we need to work a little bit more into the box. And if you were Niles North, I think we have to clear the ball, and you have to also get your line up. They have to have space to move out of their defensive zone and not get bombarded. But I think Elsie Stanley's gonna have 0 goals against her.
Wow, spoken like a true analyst.
Yes. Oh my God.
Okay.
Yes.
Second half action about to get underway here. We have lost our countdown. It is currently a graphic of the Dukes logo. Don't go anywhere. Oh, minute left before we go. Go Long Island University. Fins up, baby.
Oh, not. Hello, welcome back. Second half underway. Hope you enjoyed that halftime presentation brought to you by Griffin, Hanna, and Alex Paget. We are back here. 2-0 the score. York with the lead. They start out with ball here. Supos wasting no time getting this one across midfield. Voirel on the cross ahead to Ebner. Quinn is there for the save, trying to give that one up ahead to Ebner. Turned over. Niles North.
Despite the turnover, I like to see the early aggression coming out of halftime for the Dukes, immediately going into the offensive third, not wasting any time in that middle third.
Ebner getting 2-on-1 here. Taken away by Niles North. Supos. No one there to finish off that goal right there. Ball is dead. It will be Niles North with it. 58-51 that score in that Michigan-Howard game. Michigan still with the lead with 17 minutes, 52 seconds left. Man, these 16 seeds making some noise today, Griff.
Yes, they are. You know, I really thought Siena was going to pull it out because Duke looked weak coming out of halftime as well, but they pulled it out in the end.
Oh, here's Quinn. Oh, my gosh, the fake. Oh, pass over. High shot. No good. Quinn was always some fancy footwork to show off. I kid you not. She had like one breakaway in the regional championship that was hosted here by York against Downers South last year. That was the last day of school as well. She had a shot where she literally was off to the races by herself, had a 180, like literally did a 180 to evade her defender and got the ball back. Or excuse me, a 360. Like just full wraparound. Nuts. Here she is on the steal. Not nuts there. But some potential shown.
York currently coming out of halftime with a 4-4 or 4-3-3 formation, really coming out aggressive with the four strikers up top, the back line and that middle line only down to three. And I'd like to see it out of the Dukes.
Ebner rushing to save this one. She does. And it is off the side of the goal. Throw in here from the Dukes. Quinn behind to Piot. Taken away by North. Quinn takes it back. Oh, no, she does not. Griffin, just a general question. What's going on?
You know, not much. Alex Paget previewed this at the halftime intermission. You know, Niles North is really struggling to get it out of their defensive third, and even when they do threaten to clear the ball, it is immediately taken away by the York midfielder. So right now it's just kind of a game of cat and mouse between these Niles North defenders and the midfielders for the Dukes.
Whoa! That's in! That's in! Yes, that is in!
Wow!
Holy moonball, folks! Jordan Ebner with her first goal of the season.
Niles North's coach going to have that goalie doing push-ups. Got to strengthen up those fingers there, just finger rolling back into the net.
Wow! Jordan Ebner in disbelief herself.
Giving a wave to the fans.
Class.
Just,
that is class. Come on. Whoa, and the score of North Carolina VCU is 72-68 right now. 3 minutes left. What happened? I know Caleb Wilson's out for North Carolina, but man, it looked like they had it in the bag.
I'm going to blame the fact that Henry Villasar was subbed out for a minute there.
72-70 now.
Shout out Henry Mead. big Virginia Commonwealth University guy.
Oh, did you see that?
I am watching the soccer game, Luca.
Oh, my goodness gracious. That was disgusting. The lob. Oh. All right, the Dukes have it back.
I was about to say, shouldn't we be watching the soccer game?
Oh,
almost an own goal there. You know, we are inching closer to that 5-0 score prediction.
Ooh. Ebner manifesting it herself with that goal.
Do we see an Ebner
I
hat
was
trick
about
to make
say,
the
let's get a
5-0 real?
1/2 Hattie. Come on. Ooh, here's Schaefer. Ooh, it's taken away. Long shot on goal. Off right. Looks like Mr. Wagner is going to be making his way to the box as well. I see him walking the track right now. Always fun to have him in the presence up here. And always fun to have his presence up here is what I should say.
Yet again, the ball just seems to be stuck in Niles North's defensive third. Unable to clear it no matter what they tried to do. If you're the coach, you got to think about switching up the formation here soon.
Oh, Quinn! No. You're trying to recover here. Oh! Layout. Yikes. Injured Viking on the field. We are going to step away momentarily. Clock is going to stop. Do not go anywhere. You are watching York Sports Network. Oh, we welcome you back. That injury, nothing to worry about, we hope. I think she's still on the field, is she not? No, she's being examined. Hopefully everything's okay there. Here's Quinn giving this one up around to Piot. Giving right to Ebner. Ebner to find someone on the cross. That is way high!
Oh!
Schaefer off the bar. Recovery! Ah, no good from Quinn. York with this one on their own side of the field, trying to get it up across towards Niles North's goal. Supos up ahead to Schaefer. Nice pass there. She's able to control it. Trying to get past. That one's going to go out of bounds. Last touched by York.
As we see the ball re-enter the defensive third for Niles North, right now they're running 4-3-3 formation. I would not mind that to see them go to a 5-3-2, bring one of those strikers back down, just help them clear the ball out. Currently, they're really struggling to do that, and majority of the game clock has been spent in their own defensive third, so bring another defender back. Don't worry about the strikers quite yet. More focus on just getting the ball out of your own third.
And here's a corner kick for the Dukes. Not completely sure who's kicking it. Can't see from all the way over there.
Did you see the new graphic that was played on the scoreboard?
Yeah, I did.
We are testing things out here in the second half.
Miss Delaski doing her finest work in the box. Oh, Quinn! That one's not going to dribble in.
Nutmeg the ref there. Once again, the ball re-entering the Niles North defensive third without even threatening to get to their offensive third. So, you know, if I'm the head coach, I'm seriously thinking about switching up the formation now. Maybe even just get some fresh bodies in there off the bench.
Quinn controlling, giving this one behind now. Ball still at midfield. Giving up ahead to Ebner. Ebner, you may notice her hair is in a bun. She says she wears that because she does not want hair in her eyes or hair in her mouth.
What?
No, this is true.
Did you ask her?
Yes, this was something that was asked in my...
Investigative reporting here.
I mean, I'm no John Finucane, but...
We miss John Finucane. You know, a lot of the Dukes just opt for the ponytail, but yeah, that is a serious... That is true, that even in the ponytail, it can wrap around if you have long enough hair.
Whoa, what's going on with the power, Griffin? Power's back. We are back as well.
We're going to have to email Mr. Chambers about the charger for this
something
soundboard.
Keeps tripping out.
You know, we're relatively new to being back to the PA box here,
This
so
is the second one.
second stream here.
Back-to-back days.
Yeah, so maybe the IT is still figuring it out.
Here's a throw-in from Niles North.
Yet again, we see the ball, out of bounds there. Going to retain Duke's possession, though, so yet again, we see the ball enter Niles North's defensive third without even nearing their offensive side.
Oh! Voirrell took a tumble there.
You know, the game's gotten more physical as it's continued.
Right.
Typically, you see when the deficit starts to grow, the players start to not ease off, but this game's different. As the lead's grown for the Dukes, so has the amount of total calls.
Supos on the takeaway. Now given behind at midfield. Trying to make up some real estate. Goes out. 26 minutes left here in the second half.
Niles North now going with the 4-4-2 look.
Whoa.
I don't hate it, but this back line's been struggling, and I feel like you need to strengthen it.
Oh, Ebner gets it. Turnaround! Off the top of the goal. Oh, my goodness, folks. VCU North Carolina is tied with 11 seconds left. I think my stream's behind. Oh, shoot. Hold on, let me try reloading my website. Ugh. I hate when this happens. All right, I'm going to assume we're a bit up to date. Miss Delaski, I am yelling at her from afar. She is not allowed to make any reactions to me until I make a reaction to her. And everyone is supposed to keep their phones off in here. We all need to win, okay? Oh, that ball taken away from behind got pickpocketed. Pickpocketed again.
Once again, the minute Niles North starts to threaten an offensive push, these Duke midfielders.
VCU ball with 2.4 seconds left.
Watch the soccer game, Luca.
Hold on.
Niles North is threatening. Oh! Tumble taken there. It's going to be a free kick for Niles North. I'm becoming a Niles North fan here. Put one in the net. Let's go.
You know, I'd like to give a shout out to one of my friends from Niles North, Angel Chavez, great basketball player, as well as Nyan Garcia, a great friend of mine from elementary school. Both Vikings.
Shout out Pierce Panthers.
Shout out Pierce Panthers, man. Shout out.
They're
everywhere.
4 wide for the Dukes. A mix between midfielders and defenders. Actually, Veronica Chana, the lone defender within the wall.
Oh, long shot off left.
LC Stanley stays at 100% save percentage. Or is it 0? Has there been a shot on goal for her to qualify for a save?
I wouldn't count that as a shot, dude. Like, that's just nowhere in her range.
Well, I was asking throughout the game.
Yeah,
has there been a shot on goal?
There hasn't.
So she's technically at 0.
Yeah. Let's get that up to 100.
Whew. Veronica Chana to take the goal kick.
It's a nice ball. Oh! Long shot. Off mark.
We once again apologize for that. The
soundboard.
Yeah,
what is happening?
I think there's something with the wire.
I'm going to take it home and tinker with it tonight. I got to figure that out.
Luca's a handyman, Kenny. Main cam worker Hunter Kenny is doubting Luca's skills.
Come on.
He's president for a reason.
Quinn on the turnaround to Supos, turned over. Friends, VCU North Carolina is going to overtime. This is March.
This is March Madness.
Now, could we see some March Madness here from Niles North to make a comeback?
Whoa.
Oh, wow. Gets right back up. Avery O'Brien.
Looked like
Class.
her knee buckled
Yeah,
there.
seriously. And she got back up like crisscross applesauce style. That's some work at the knees. That's tough. Ooh. Oh!
Oh, get a hand on there.
Come on.
I need Stanley at 100% save percentage. Just stick a hand out and, corral that ball in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there are any official stat keepers. Obviously, no one up here in the box does it. I don't know. Maybe one of the managers, Messakar or Carter, are keeping stats. We'd have to ask them what qualifies for that in their eyes. For 0%, 100%, what is a save, what is not?
The Duke's keeping a rather shallow rotation for the second half. Not a ton of subs coming in.
I mean, I'm sure if you're Coach Dobrich, you just want to try and get your girls to have as much PT and experience as possible. They're about to go play at a tournament. They faced DePaul Prep on Saturday. That's going to be a tough game.
DePaul Prep highly ranked in every sport it feels. Luxury
Rams,
of being
man.
a private school, scholarship, recruiting, all that.
Do you know DePaul Prep, literally just, shares a parking lot with Lane Tech? They're just right next to each other. Seriously. They share, a plot of land. It's crazy. DePaul Prep, before DePaul Prep, Gordon Tech, former participants of the Jack Tosh. Oh! That one's long gone. Recovered by Niles North. Goal kick here for Niles North. Inside of 20 minutes left now.
Fitzer makes a move to get subbed in, so...
I believe that is Honkin, actually.
I
Wait,
cannot...
Are we looking at different spots?
Maybe?
15?
Wait, all the way at the bench. All the way out there. You see the ref standing, and then there's
okay. Well, Honkin is just officially checked in. Fitzer waiting to check in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honkin came in, Fitzer's waiting. Duke's head coach starting to open it up with more than or less than half of the half left to go. Fitzer found some PT earlier in the game, getting some more now.
Oh! Tough fall. Avery O'Brien tracking this ball back. Given up ahead, taken away by Niles North. Riley O'Brien frees it up, gives it to Honkin. Here she goes on the attack. Taken by Niles North, kicked out last second there by Supos.
Subs coming in here will be Supos to the bench. The senior captain. Well-deserved rest. 1 goal on the game. So definitely the right way to start your season. Hoping the rest of her squad can close it out with the win. Just a little dribbler outside the goal there.
York's still trying to get to that 5-goal mark. What do they have in store, though, to do it? Oh, good track down there by Honkin.
Vikings keeping the 4-4-2 right now. At this point, I think you just try to come out.
Ooh! That was a nice ball.
That was a nice shot there. Right now, I think if you're the Vikings head coach, you just want to escape this game with where the score is now. Take a positive, shut out the Dukes for the remainder of this 16 and a half minutes.
Here's Quinn trying to free up on her own. Finds an angle shot off left.
You said Mr. Wagner was going to come up to the box, but he's just dilly-dallying right now. Look at him behind the net.
Well, there does technically need to be someone from athletics down there. Usually it's Miss Young during these events, but it's Mr. Wagner. He'll probably come up towards the end of the game. Maybe he's coming up right now. I don't know. Or just dilly-dallying, like you said.
15 minutes is a lot of time to kill for these Dukes. Yes, it's running clock.
Oh.
Really nice shot there.
Had some range.
Yeah. Still on target and threatening from way outside the box.
Oh. Ouch.
Do you think we'll see a defender score a goal outside of senior night?
I mean, at home, I doubt it. I doubt it. But, I mean, I've been shocked by this team. Oh!
Ooh.
High off the crossbar.
Fitzer threatening to get that one off the rebound.
The thing about this York team last year, they really struggled in the regular season, especially in the beginning. They were sub 500.
Great save graphic now firing away.
They fell to sub 500 at one point. And they just, kept building chemistry through the season. And then they found themselves in the Elite Eight playing Lane Tech at Dominican University. And I think we could expect this same sort of, that's a deck right there, that same sort of Cinderella power from this team.
Cinderella, just like Virginia Commonwealth University, still tied up 75-75
No one has scored in this
overtime.
3 minutes, 40 seconds left. No one has scored.
Seth Trimble took a nasty hit when going for the rebound, so I feel like that kind of shook up North Carolina. He's kind of the captain of that offense.
Trying to find themselves without Caleb Wilson.
I think either way I have.
That was a nasty block.
That was disgusting. That's why Henry VSR is so not good. I think either way I have the winner of that game losing next round, so.
Fitzer on the attack, trying to find a cross here.
Great through pass
Schaefer.
for Fitzer.
Ooh, O'Brien off the head. That one is high in the hands of the goalie. I thought that was over.
Me too.
Can Riley O'Brien Riley O'Brien's shot-making ability in basketball translate here to soccer? Only time will tell. I'm not sure if she had any goals on the season. Ocho, Maggie Quinn still in here for the Dukes. More substitutions being made here by Niles North. They're counting the score wrong right now on the stream. There we go. 77-75 VCU. 2 minutes, 2 seconds left here in the second half. 12 and a half minutes left here in the York game. Fitzer kicks that one out. More substitutions. This time going to be made by the Dukes. It looks like Ebner is coming back in, as well as Piot.
Yeah, the starters re-entering the game. Surprisingly, 12 minutes left to go. I would have figured...
Oh, sorry, that's Caitlin O'Rourke checking in. Duke's trying to poke this ball free. Honkin. The cross. Ebner. Oh, off right. $11 minutes, 11 seconds left here. Ball still in the feet of the keeper. Niles North on the attack. Trying to make something happen here in the late stages of this game. Might be the longest possession they've had right there this entire half.
They were threatening somewhat. They got at least a shot attempt, not necessarily a shot on goal, but if you do recall, we debated if LC Stanley is up to 100% save percentage.
Ooh. Honkin frees up that ball by taking down a Viking. Niles North still fighting here. Not letting anything else happen here from the Dukes. 10 minutes left.
More subs here for the Dukes. Quinn going out. So is number 6. So Coach Dobrik finally opened up the rotation a little bit, taking more of the starters out than he typically does.
That's Dorner checking out for York.
You know, I do not want to announce or jinx it, but have we ever seen a Derrick Rose type situation in soccer?
What do you mean?
Where it's the game is over. Derrick Rose had no need to be in the game when he busted his knee.
I don't think so. I mean, not that I could think of.
9 minutes left. I don't think.
That's not like Derrick Rose time.
Yeah. And nobody's going for...
Oh, Ebner! Ooh, that one. Nice save there by the goalkeeper again.
I mean, the Ebner hat trick and her score prediction of 5-0 is still allowed. Great save graphic fired again.
Love it.
You know, the York scoreboard's really up in its game this year.
Now here's Ebner to initiate on the corner kick. Can she hit a Quinn Stratton-like wonder shot from the corner? Supos is also still in here for the Dukes. Here's the kick on the floor. Still on the floor. Fitzer gets her foot around that one. Hands up. Staying with the Dukes. Another corner kick for Ebner. Corner kick again. Going out. Ebner tracking it down. Good stop there. Now trying to free up. Drop down low.
Oh! Almost pinned it top corner there. We have breaking news. Rob Wagner done dilly-dallying. Now in the PA box with us.
The game is almost over. (78-77) North Carolina. 34 seconds left. Ebner here on the corner kick in this York game. O'Brien gets it on the floor. Now outside, long shot. High arc. What a step back three, 80-78 VCU.
Henry VSR.
Oh, he got fouled.
That was reminiscent of the Hunter Stepanek M1 against GBE.
Oh, my gosh. He's going to go to the line for 2 now to tie it. That is a nasty step back 3, though, for VCU.
We have an injured player for Niles North.
Going to be helped off. Clock's going to stop at 6:06. He misses his first free throw.
UNC is going to lose this game for free throws. They're called free throws for a reason.
That's what Mr. Silkaitis always says.
That's what my dad says.
Okay, that's just a dad thing, I guess.
Well, I think Mr. Silkaitis stole it from my dad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Trademark.
Shout out my dad and Mr. Osgadome for coaching our youth Y-ball league.
They intentionally tried to miss the second free throw. And it's out of bounds VCU ball. Another upset, my friends. VCU over North Carolina. Looks like it's happening.
Henry Meade called it.
Wow. I mean, it really got close here in the late stages. All right, they foul.
It's not over.
He hits 2 free throws here. It's a 2-possession game with 3.7 seconds left.
They're not in the double bonus yet, so.
Oh, you're right. It is a 1-and-1. Okay.
No timeouts for North Carolina, so if they do miss, it's going to have to be a quick shot.
Yep.
I think you look towards Seth Trimble.
Yeah.
You know, just best. Without Caleb Wilson, he's your best three-point shooter.
He's had the ball in his hands the most, for sure.
You know what? Shout out Adam Botkin. Great YouTube video with Seth Trimble touring UNC's athletic facilities.
Whoa, what just happened?
Are we talking about soccer or the basketball game?
Oh, okay. He hit his first free throw. They were signaling money on the bench. I thought there was like a controversial call made. Second free throw is good. It's a 2-possession game. That's going to seal it.
I think they were just celebrating the fact that he hit the.
It's money.
Yeah.
Wow. VCU over North Carolina. And, oh my gosh, what happened? Michigan's up 93-65 now.
How about Texas against
is up
BYU?
11. St. Mary's down 54-39 to A&M. My goodness. This is March. How many more times must I say it, friends? Oh, my bracket is toast. There's only one thing left to be said. Fins up.
I genuinely think we should add like just an extra day to the year calendar if LIU wins. Just make it a national
Fins
holiday.
up day.
Fins up day.
Oh, honking. Pouncing on that ball in the box.
York should cancel school so we can all watch the LIU game.
We should. We should. We should.
You know, fan bus to the game. Treat it like the IHSA state
Bust to
semifinal.
Arizona. Let's do it.
Luca, actually, when does the LIU game take place?
I want to say it's an 11 a.m.
Tomorrow's at 12:30 tomorrow.
Yeah, it's the early matchups.
Yeah. Against Arizona. Can they do it?
Not a
Supos.
primetime matchup, but primetime in our hearts.
Oh, yeah.
Two minutes left to go in this soccer game.
I remember day one of March Madness 2 years ago, my sophomore year. There was also a girls' soccer game that day, and I was running around showboating, saying I had a perfect bracket through day one, because I did. I had a perfect bracket going through day one. I can show you guys proof after the game. That was insane. And last year was bad. This year, I think, is even worse somehow, which stinks. O'Brien on the cross. No one's there to answer. They're going to try and recover. Minute and a half to go. York trying to get to that 5-goal lead. Oh! Man. Honking on the turnaround, trying to free up. Here she goes. Long shot. Pulled in. Inside of a minute. Niles North to make the impossible happen. And with this one ending, the Dukes are going to start out this season 1-0. It's a good sign. Always a good sign. Then again, it is like non-conference play in college basketball. Very misleading sometimes. But you know what? I shouldn't say that. This Dukes team is star-studded. If we saw this team play Niles North later in the season, the score would be about 8-0. Just getting gelled together, okay? They practice started a week ago. They're getting things started. They're getting things brewing. We won't see them here till like April 16th, though, or something like that at home. We'll keep you updated on how their season goes along the way until we see you then. They played DePaul Prep Saturday. We would like to thank our crew here. Hunter Kenny, Alex Padgett, Lily DeMichael. I've been Luca DeSanto. Alongside me, Griffin Hanna. Good night, go Dukes. And one more time, fins up!